Hi, Mr. Bobo, long time to see ya.
Yeah, Helmi, how are you doing? It's so great to see you here.
I'm so shocked. You know why? You look
Why?
so different right now. What's going on with you?
Well, actually, nothing going on. I just want to appear different. You know, sometimes we have to do something different for a change.
Oh, I see. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, is it your new hat or the old one or the new one?
Well, I have this hat for like
Oh, I
3 years
see.
now,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really wear hats. I just wear hat once in a while.
Oh, I see. All right.
Yeah.
So what is made of? From rotten or?
Okay, let me take it off.
Yep.
Slowly but sure.
Yeah.
It's off now, and I'm gonna show you
Oh,
that on the screen.
oh.
I
It's
don't
made
really
of from
know
bamboo,
what it
Mr.
is.
Bobo? It's made of from bamboo?
It's not a bamboo. It's something like a leaf. But I don't know what kind of leaf.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and it's soft and it's very solid. So this is look like it's hand woven.
Oh, I see. It's ribbon behind
This,
this.
this this is the ribbon.
A ribbon, right?
Yeah, this is ribbon.
Yep.
And this is hand woven. It's
Oh, I
very
see.
creative.
Right. This is a handmade, right?
This is handmade, but I don't know where is this made of.
Oh,
But
I
I got
see.
this from one of my friends from Australia,
Yep.
and this is the company name.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
These companies is big in Australia. They sell something like hardware stuff.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, Arman. Hello, welcome back to our program, Arman.
Hello, Dahelmi. Assalamualaikum, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam. Only three of us tonight. Is it okay? The show must go on,
It's okay.
right?
It's okay. The show must go on.
Okay, while waiting for your time,
I
Arman.
I don't mind with that because I feel free to about this.
You know, Mr. Bobo got the new style, right? He's using a new hat. It's a handmade hat, but I like it. You know, the form and the color and the design. I like it so much. So, what do you think about Arman? About Mr. Bobo's hat? Do you like it?
Can you show me?
No,
Mr.
hat.
Bobo?
Yeah.
Okay,
hair or hat?
Yeah, hat.
Oh, hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see Mr. Can you show me, Mr. Bobo, what you look like now? Hello, say something.
Well,
show your hat, Mr. Bobo, to Arman.
Okay, I'll show you my hat. This is my hat, and I think tonight I wear the same color shirt with you. You're wearing red shirt, and I'm wearing red T-shirt. So help me should go out for a minute and change your outfit. Make sure you have a red T-shirt.
Yeah, both of you are wearing the red T-shirt, right? Arman and Mr. Bobo, you are wearing a red T-shirt, and me the white one.
So help me in the wrong club. Help me.
Yeah,
you're not in the right club.
All right, never mind. I just follow you guys. You know, I like the Arman T-shirt color. What would you call this one? Maroon? Is it maroon or not?
Maroon. Yeah,
maroon, right? Yeah, you know, I like this color so much.
Yeah, I like
so elegant, you know, elegant, and yeah, it makes us confident to wear this kind of T-shirt. So, what do you think, Arman? Do you like maroon color?
Yeah, I kind of like this because I like also navy blue.
Oh, maroon. Navy blue, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite color though.
Okay, well, Mr. Bobo and Arman, we come to our main agenda tonight. So I can be the MC, yeah, because you know Mr. Bobo will be the MC for last meeting. Then I hope tonight I'll be MC, right? Okay. Well, everyone, okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Bobo and Arman.
Yeah, good evening, Helmi.
Both of you look so happy and cheerful. I don't know why. What's going on with you guys? So, Mr. Bobo, you look so happy. What's going on with you?
I think Mr. Bobo just come back from waterfall, so he is so happy.
All right. Okay. Thank for you guys for your coming, and hope that everybody will join in our weekly Zoom meeting for MSTV English Speaking Club. So tonight will be a special day for us because our, handsome man, Mr. Arman, will be the presenter. So Mr. Arman will discuss or will inform us about working, studying, and living abroad. Well, everybody, we give time to Arman to explore more about his experience during living abroad, UK and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Okay, Arman, please take your time.
Right. Thank you, Uda Helmi.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Rabbi syrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. First of all, I would like to say hello to all the participants who are joining us this evening. My name is Arman Efendi. I am from Kampung Tangamage. And tonight, as Uda Helmi just mentioned, I'm gonna be talking about my life experience back in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the United Kingdom of Great Britain years ago. So there were two countries. One is Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the other one is United Kingdom of Great Britain. So Uda Helmi, let's start with Kingdom of Saudi Arabia first. Can I have the next slide, please?
Okay, wait a minute. Can you see our slide, Arman?
Yeah, I can see it clearly.
Okay, here you are.
Right. Talking about Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, I spent 2 years of my life living in Saudi Arabia. It was in 1995 to 1975. So it's 2 years, yeah. So the question is, why would I go to Saudi Arabia for work? Well, I would say it was an accident actually, because soon after I graduated from high school or pesantren in Garut, my biggest obsession was to continue my study abroad, of course. And but my destiny took me the other way. At that time, it was really hard for me to get the scholarship because I had to compete with thousands of brilliant and smart students to get the scholarship. It was really tough, really hard competition, and I was a bit frustrated with that. But at the time, coincidentally, I met someone who offered me to work in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and he said, Arman, why don't you try working in Saudi Arabia? Then once you get there, you can find information about the scholarship you really wanted. And I said, oh, why not? This is really good opportunities, I think. So I accept the offer, and so then everything then was arranged for me through the agency, passport and visa and work permit and everything for the purpose of my journey to Kingdom of Arabia. So and then also I had to pay quite a lot of money to the agency, and I was funded by Uda Nuzli Arismal, my relative, and yeah, Allahu yarham, and Alhamdulillah. And So there I was then in Saudi Arabia, and where about in Saudi Arabia, and I'm gonna talk about this. It was in a place in area eastern area province of Saudi Arabia. It's called Dammam or Al Khobar. It is really close to Bahrain and Kuwait. It is in the Persian Gulf area. If you ever heard about the Gulf War, yeah, it's in the area. So there were so many American soldiers, and there were also American airbase nearby. And I can see through to the American airbase from where I work. It was in Rashid Mall. Yeah, so that is in Dammam. Yeah, it's a capital city of eastern province of Saudi Arabia. Can I have the next slide, please, Uda Helmi? Also, one a minute. I'm gonna talk about my company. So I work for Domino's Pizza. It is an American multinational of pizza restaurant chains, founded in 1960. So this is an American company in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah. So now I'm gonna talk about the memorable one moment when I live in Saudi Arabia. First of all, I'm gonna talk about the interesting one. The interesting moment that was in Saudi Arabia, there was a first day at work. Yeah, why is it interesting for me? Because I have never been working, in my life. So this is my first job. So this is kind of I was really excited about it, and I was given about a few weeks training before I do my job, and then I start making friends. So there were about so many people from different nationalities, such as Indians and Filipino and other country, and also from Indonesian. And so I make day by day I make a good friend with them, and we live together in one flat called apartment compound in Saudi Arabia. So one day my Indian friend taught me how to cook curry. This is kind of interesting. So that's why I can cook curry very well, because they taught me how to cook curry. I make good friend with them. And from the Filipino friend, they taught me how to swear, how to say bad word in Filipino, in Tagalog language. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah. Most of them are unbelievable. Yeah. So, and the other thing, the other interesting moment is when I get my first salary. So it was really memorable moment for me too, because yeah, I have never been received any payment or salary in my life, and this is the first one. And what I did with my first salary is I really wanted to buy a Walkman, and at the day Walkman is kind of every young man would have the for listening music. Yeah, so I bought a Walkman and buy new clothes and shoes and jeans with my first salary. So that's the way I did. And also, apart from interesting moment, it was also unpleasant moment. Sometimes I was having a bad day with my friend at work, with the teamwork, and the really hard thing that I experienced in Saudi Arabia when I was living there is I feel homesick. I really want to go home. Sometimes I miss home. I miss my family. I miss my friend. I miss Indonesia. I miss the food and everything. Yeah, that's the memorable moment. can we go to the next slide, please, Uda help me? This is the most memorable moment during my living in Saudi Arabia. As part of agreement with the company, I have a chance. So the company will let me to perform Hajj pilgrim to Makkah, and if I work for them for 1 year. So in 1996, I took my opportunities with some Indonesian friends to perform Hajj pilgrim to Makkah, and it was a really amazing moment for me because it was the first time I saw Kaaba right in front of me. I was like stand still and can say a word and just a bit shaking. Oh, this is the Kaaba that everyone to want to meet. So yeah, that's my the most memorable moment during my living in Saudi Arabia. Now, can we go to next slide? Help me. Now, let's leave Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Now we go to United Kingdom of Great Britain. So after finish my contract with my previous company, Pizza, and returning home, I settled down quite a while, maybe about a few months in Indonesia, because I still want to continue in my mind. I still want to continue my studies, and I was really young at the time. So why don't I try to continue my study? That's what's in my mind. So, but my destiny again took me the other way. I met someone who offered me again to work abroad, and this time he said, "You can work while studying in United Kingdom. Not like unlike in Saudi Arabia, you can only work, but you cannot study. But this time you go to United Kingdom of Great Britain with student visa. So you have to study, and you can also you would be able to work as well as a part time. So then I was really happy at the time. So I accept the without hesitation. I accept the offer, and why not? And then I arrange everything. I apply for my passport and visa, and I prepare everything that is needed for the purpose of my journey to London, to United Kingdom. And there again, I arrived in London in 1997, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was in 1997. And 1 week after that, terrible thing happened in London. If you heard about Princess Diana, Lady Di, the accident happened a week after I arrived in London. So the whole country was mourning, and the news is continuing for over a week about the accident, about that accident with Dodi Al Fayed as well, and so on. And where about in UK? Yeah, where did I live in UK? So I live in southeast area in London called Putney. It's a kind of a borough. They call it yeah, it's borough Putney, and it's I work in the area called Fulham. It's very close to River Thames, and it's really close to Chelsea football stadium. yeah, it's really close to Chelsea Football Stadium. So every time there is football match, it's really crowded over there. Yeah, can we go to the next slide, please? Nah, so now as an overseas student visa holder, I would be able to study also working part time in United Kingdom. So that's the legal permit actually only 20 hours per week. But in fact, in reality, I work full time, but studying part time. The other way around. So so uh, I start my day studying from 3 p.m. in the afternoon to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I continuing with working from 6 to 2 o'clock in the morning. So this is my routine every day in my life in London. So it's continuingly for few years. And yeah, can we go to next slide, Dahelmi? Yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about my about Kebab Kit, the restaurant where I work in London. So this is a kind of Greek or Turkish kebab restaurant, takeaway restaurant, owned by a mixed couple in an Indonesian woman who is married with English man. The woman called Batati and the man called Philip. And Philip is used to live in Indonesia for quite a long time, for a few years, and he is fluent in speaking Indonesia. So that's about my boss, but the owner of this kebab kit. And the kebab kit is still running until now, and they are doing good business. And about the menu in the kebab kit, and they sell so many kind of shawarma, chicken shawarma. They have also lamb shawarma, falafel kebab, shish kebab, and tashikit, ramaslata, and it's something. Yeah, it's baklava. It's kind of Turkish food actually. Yeah, things like that. And about the crew, the member of the crew member is most of them are Indonesians, and most of them are from Surabaya, from East Java, yeah, Surabaya, from Surabaya. So we live together in a rented house, and we have to pay for the house from our wages salary. So we get paid per hour. So unlike in Indonesia, we get salary monthly, but by doing this job, we pay per hour. So it's counted and calculated till for 1 week. Then we get the wage for every week, like that. Can we go to next slide, Udahelmi? Now I'm gonna talk about studying in the UK, United Kingdom of Great Britain. First time I arrived in London, I took short course for 3 months. There was a general English course in Burlington School of English. It's a college nearby my restaurant, and then continuing the course till 2 years, and after that I tried to take exam from Cambridge University. So I passed the first certificate exam for intermediate level after 2 years doing this general course. Alhamdulillah. Then after that, I continue my study to Sothems College, the other college, not so far from the place where I live. But this time I try to do English for business course, and I did this course for about 1 year. And after 1 year doing this course, I tried to do the exam and pass the LCCI board of exam for English for business. Uh, I passed the second level. So now I'm able to continue my study to university if I wanted to. Now and after that, after doing this English for business course, I try my luck to do to continue my study to um, college, and I took a CIM, Charter of Institute of Marketing. So I'm doing marketing course at Chartered Institute of Marketing, and the school fee was really expensive. And also I had to do the course full time. Unlike the English course, this time I have to do the course full time. So it took about 4 to 5 hours a day to do this course. So now I was a bit overwhelming this time to do the course, and also doing my job at the restaurant. And I used to have lack of sleep, and just but often I get exhausted after doing my job, and the next morning I have to do to the college again. And this time this was a really hard time for me. This is really hard time for me. So I failed to finish this course because of that, because due to the difficulties of arranging the time between working and studying. So I left the course and concentrated on working, just collecting the money before I went back to Indonesia. So that was my story about studying in London. Okay, can we go on to next slide, Now, I'm gonna be talking about memorable moment during my living in London. One time I have kind of a holiday for a week after from my restaurant. So I took this opportunity went to Scotland. So it was a Scotland tour. So I was really have a good time there. Scotland is really beautiful country. The capital is Edinburgh. Edinburgh is really beautiful, and I went to the countryside as well. It's called Isle of Skye. It's like I can say it's a really heaven on earth. Really beautiful up there. So it's the Highland of Scotland. And also sometime when there is Wimbledon tennis match, I often go to watching the match. And one day there was an Indonesian tennis player. We call she called Angelique Wijaya, and coincidentally she win the tournament for single girl, for single girl at that time. So I was witnessing this event at the Wimbledon. So Wimbledon is not very far from where I live in London. So I just can walk from my house to the court in Wimbledon. So the other thing about London is, if you want to go anywhere in London, it's really easy, because they have they have really good transportation system they have a kind of tube underground train, and it is connected with busway like in Jakarta. So it's really reliable and convenient to go everywhere in London. So, and also when I from my with my friend from my English course, I have a few friends also from various countries such as Poland and Brazil and Japan and so many nationalities. And sometime after class, we go hang out, going places like go to museum or to the park, and that's a kind of memorable moment as well for me uh, during my living in London. And I think that's it about my uh, my storytelling, Uda Helmi.
Well, Arman, thanks for your nice and interesting presentation about living and working when you were in UK and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Wow, I really appreciate it, and yeah, it sounds good to hear that. Well, Arman,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Well, Mr.
Okay.
Bobo and Uni Irna will come back to our weekly Zoom meeting for MSTV. So based on Arman's explanation about his experience when he lived and worked in UK and also Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, maybe Mr. Bobo and Uni Irna or Mama Aliasar, do you have any question or want to share something to Mr. Arman? Please welcome. Who want to give me the first one, Uni Irna or Mr. Bobo?
Okay.
Okay, Uni, now please take a time.
Yes. I think Arman experience is very, very, very exciting. It's very experience experience. So I think it is the nice memorize in your life. I think, Arman.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You have gone to Saudi, and after that you gone to Arab. But I want to ask you, why didn't you think at the time to study in Arab? Even though at the time you were graduating from pesantren. I think at the time, I think someone who was graduate from pesantren, more of them think that they will continue their study in Saudi or in Mesir, Morocco, Yemen, and so on. For you, why didn't you think to continue your study in Arab at the time?
Okay, thank you, Uni Irna. Okay,
Yes,
Arman, please take a time.
Right. Thank you, Nirma, for the questions. Well, as I said before, soon after I graduated from pesantren in Garut, my biggest obsession was to continue my study to like Egypt or Al Azhar or Saudi Arabia, the University of Madinah, things like that. But it was really hard for me to get the scholarship because I have to compete with thousands of students in Indonesia to get the scholarship, and I think it's really tough competition. So at that time, I met someone. He offered me, "Why don't you go to Saudi Arabia for work? Then once you get there, you can find or get some information about the scholarship. Then you can continue my study there." But when I get to Saudi Arabia, I realized that from the contract that I had with my company, I am not allowed to do anything else except working. So my visa was working visa and not student visa. So I have to put aside my dream about continuing my study in Saudi Arabia, and then I finished my working my contract working with Dominus visa. That's about that, Irna.
At the time, where did you stay? Is it in Riyadh or in Makkah or where is it?
In Dammam, it's a place called Dammam. It's eastern province of Saudi Arabia. Dammam is the capital city. Al Khobar. It is very close, very near to Bahrain and Kuwait. It's in the Persian Gulf. Have you ever heard about Gulf War, American against Iraq last time back in 1991? So it's happened there or around there in the Persian Gulf. So the American air base is located in the place called Al Khobar. I can see the airbase from the mall, from the place where I work, and I can see jet fighter every day. And also someday happened that suicide bomb, not suicide bombing, truck bombing. About hundreds of American soldiers were bombed in their apartment, in their barracks, in their so, it was really shocked. The news was really shocked the world. Then starting from there, then come famous gay, famous man called Osama bin Laden. From that moment. So it's in Al Khobar.
With whom did you go to Saudi at the time? Do you went there alone or with your friend or others?
Actually, I went with a few friends from Indonesia, about 4 friends, but from the agency. So everything was arranged by the agency, such as my passport, my work permit, my visa. And I had no idea about that because I was so much young at the time. I don't know anything about that. But I realized when I arrived in Saudi Arabia, the company won't give my passport. Instead, they give me some kind of ID called Iqamah, and so I cannot go anywhere. I only can work, and I only able to work, but I cannot do anything else except working.
So your passport is the worker passport, not a student like that?
Yeah.
Is there
yeah.
The worker passport.
So that's why I'm not able to continue my study at the time.
Oh yes, I see. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nirna.
Yes,
welcome, Fajrul.
Thank you, Pak.
Okay.
Sorry
now,
for
Mr.
being late,
Bobo.
Arman.
Yeah.
Hello,
Do you have any
Fajrul.
question, Mr. Bobo, due to Arman presentation?
Okay, thank you so much, Helmi, for the time.
Yep.
And my question is, as Arman says, he want to go abroad to study, but in fact, he can't study in Saudi Arabia, but working. So my question is, why do you choose England for your next destination to study?
Right. After returning home from Saudi Arabia, so I settled down for a while in Indonesia, but few months, about 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. But I really want to continue my study though. So I get information about universities that I want to go in Jakarta. But at the time, I met someone who offered me, if you want, you still want to continue your study abroad? Yes, of course, why not? This time try to go to UK. What you? Of course, I said. But you have to work, and you can also study. He said like that. So I accept the offer, and yeah, he is a friend of Uda Nuzli, Allah Yarham, my relative, and he is from Muhammadiyah, and he know many people. Coincidentally, he knew my boss, the English man and Indonesian woman who get married that I told you before. So that's the reason why I went to England for study.
Okay, Arman,
It's
thank
so
you
so
so
it was
much.
it was also accident, Mr. Bobo. It was just my destiny. It's I had nothing. It is not in my plan. Everything just flow like water,
By accident.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't really choose England for your next destinations, just
Yeah.
because you have someone else recommend you to go to that country. That's why you go to England. Is it far different between England and Saudi Arabia
Yes,
in
of
terms
course,
of
Mr.
working?
Bobo. Yeah,
I
of course, Bobo.
in term, yes.
Talking about differences between two countries, Saudi Arabia and United Kingdom. Saudi Arabia is kind of Islamic country that are strict with the Islamic rule, and everywhere you go on the street, in the mall, and in the market, women are covered in black, and women and men, yeah, they can choose whether they wear traditional dress like kameez or jeans is okay for men. And also they are really strict with the Islamic rule. So yeah, it's like that in Saudi Arabia. But in the eastern area in Dammam where I live, most of the Saudi Arabian people, they are eager to live like American. So they live like American style. They love American food. They love American cars. So you can hardly ever see Japanese made car in that area. Most of them are American made car. So they are really keen on American lifestyle, like that. And about the UK, as we all know, that it's free country and everything is there, and yeah, you can go everywhere and no rules sometimes. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So how far away is from the place you work to Mecca? How far
Oh,
drive
in Indonesia,
in Saudi
in
Arabia?
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it took about from Dammam to Makkah. It took about, if I'm not mistaken, about 8 hours by bus, because
8 hours by bus, yeah.
yeah, 8 hours by bus. In Saudi Arabia, the roads are really huge and really
Smooth.
yeah, because you can speed up to maximum. So
No speed limits.
speed maximum speed limit in no speed limit in Saudi Arabia, because they have a kind of really huge and no traffic
There is no traffic jam.
traffic jam. Yeah. So when if you see from the YouTube, from accident occur in Saudi Arabia, is often really bad accident, because so palm is really, because the speed is is really crazy, and most of the young men in Saudi Arabia, they are really, they love driving cars, and most of the expensive car are in there in Saudi Arabia. Mention any car that are expensive and speed with high speed is they're there in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bobo. Now, Fajrul, do you have any question due to Arman presentation, Fajrul?
Halo, Pak Helmi and
Yep.
the Arman, Mr. Bobo,
Hello, Fajrul.
Mirna. Hello.
Hello,
Sorry, but
Fajrul.
I didn't really follow the presentation
Okay.
yet because I just joined
Okay,
a few
so
minutes
never mind.
ago. But I'm
Okay.
Yeah, it's
curious
okay.
about would you like to tell me the most unforgettable moment in UK in England that you had?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
The most memorable moment in UK, yeah.
Yeah.
Because actually there are so many memorable moment in UK. Uh, First time I arrived in London, and I see it's a very big city, and my friend took me to try tube underground train, and it's really connecting to any place in London, so I can go everywhere easily. And the time my friend took me to central London, it's called Trafalgar Square. It's a really people all over the from all over the world are packed in that area, so it's kind of a really crowded tourist area in London. And I was amazed at the time. Wow, it's in another. I feel like this is am I dreaming like that, or this really I was amazed because this is the central of London where where everybody want to go. That's after 3 days arrive in London. My friend took there. That's the most memorable moment I think in my life.
All right. Thank you, Darman.
Okay.
You're
Well,
welcome.
thank you, Fajrul. Now it's time
Thank you.
for me to have one or two questions for you, Arman. Is it okay, Arman?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, just a simple question. When you were in Scotland, so my question is, have you ever seen Northern Light, or we call this one the Aurora?
I'm sorry. I can get that.
Northern Light, or the other name is Aurora. Have you ever seen
Oh,
in
Aurora.
Scotland? Yep.
Yeah, it's a light.
Yeah, Northern Light from Scotland,
Not a
right?
light. Yeah.
Have you ever seen
I
before?
no, I haven't seen that. They help me because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We have to get that kind of moment. You have to know the time, the
Oh, the
exact
right
time
time,
when
right? Yep.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the right time to go there.
To see the Aurora,
Like
right?
yeah. Like if you go to Bromo, you want to see a good sightseeing or
Yep.
sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
You go from 1 o'clock in the morning, and then
Yep.
when you get there in the Bromo, you can like that. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, this
But
one of the famous thing in Scotland, right? Northern Light, or we call this one the
yeah, it's one
Aurora,
of them.
right?
Yeah, but Scotland
Okay.
is really beautiful
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know, there is a place called Isle of Skye. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was really amazing, beautiful
Yeah.
place, the landscape. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Okay.
to go there.
Yeah, inshallah.
Take me there,
Okay.
Arman.
I pray for you, Mr. Bobo. Someday you'll be there. Right.
Inshallah.
Okay, the second question, Arman. How long
Yeah.
does it take you to adapt to both countries? You need a long time to adapt with this new situation from these two
Oh,
countries. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Because when I get to Saudi Arabia, and I think it's the country is really quiet and nobody around. Unlike in Jakarta,
Yeah.
it's crowded everywhere. So where is everybody? I think so. No, I feel like lonely at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go outside, try to find everywhere just car passing around, and then but nobody around. But every time I heard azan, and everything is closed, shop and every market and everything is closed, restaurant, and everybody go to masjid. And there, when you go to masjid, you can see all the people are there. Like that's my experience in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take effort to adapt with that because because as a Muslim is something like it's common thing for us like that.
So this you don't need to take a long time to adapt with the new situation, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, Arman, we really appreciate, and your presentation is give us motivation, give a new information about two countries, Saudi Arabia and also United Kingdom, right? Well, everyone, that's all for our meeting tonight. Hope that
can I say something?
Okay.
Help me before what?
Please.
Can I say something? Maybe for young generation of Maghreb.
Okay, please take your time, Arman.
If you want to go to try your luck, go from Rantau abroad like what I did.
Yeah.
Do it from the really young age. So,
I see. Right.
Yeah, that's my suggestion, my recommendation, because once you get settled down, when you get married, you won't be able to go anywhere anymore.
That's right.
So so go merantau as far as you can.
Okay. Wow, that's a good suggestion from Arman for our young generation, right?
Yeah.
So I can go now.
Yes, Mr. Bobo, you say something?
Sorry, Mr. Bobo.
So you meant to say I can't go abroad to work now?
Of course, everybody has the same chance.
Or what?
Of course you can. You can go to work, but I mean,
suggestion for young generation.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
If you go to work abroad now, you're gonna leave your family behind. It's a kind of sad thing happen. You're gonna miss your family every day in your life. That's what I mean.
All right.
But if you are young, you're free.
Yeah, free. Right.
Yeah.
But I think for Mr. Bobo, your spirit is still young, I think.
Yeah, okay. And also for Fajrul,
I was just thinking I want to go abroad to work after I hear your story.
Yeah, I hope so.
Story.
All right.
I agree.
Especially for Fajrul,
really inspired me to go abroad to work.
Yeah.
But then you said I must be young. Wow.
All right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Helmi. I'm sorry. I want to ask one question more for Arman again.
Okay, if you don't mind, Arman, is it okay, Arman?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, please take your time, Moni.
Okay. Why did you decide to come back to Indonesia?
Okay, that's a good question.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, actually, my boss, the owner of Kebab Kit, the place where I work, they really want me to continue working in that restaurant, because you're gonna put me as a manager at the restaurant. And it is easier for me if I am kind of like I have like European passport. Like there is someone in from the crew apply for Portugal passport, but change the nationality. But I refuse that because I don't want to spend my whole life in London, because 4.5 years is enough, I think, for me, because as an Indonesian, when I often miss home and get homesick. I miss family, Indonesian, and so on in Indonesia, and also the culture. The culture is totally different from I'm not really comfortable with the Western culture, especially as we all know that Western people they are really cold and not unlike our Asian, Indonesian, warm and making good friend and good family. But European are not like that, especially English. If you go to take train to go somewhere in London, nobody is speaking on the how come this is so quiet, and everybody is just so. At the time that there is still no smartphone like today, so they instead they have a kind of book, so they are just reading like that, and no they don't talk each other. So I think I know it's not for me. I don't. It's not really. I feel not comfortable with that kind of community. So I prefer living in Indonesia, settle down and making family on my own like that, and yeah, it's like that. As a Muslim, also I can how they say that do being a good Muslim in Indonesia, like unlike in London, because it's yeah like that.
Okay, good luck. Thank you, Arman. Wow, it's a good topic to be discussed tonight. I hope that Mr. Bobo, Fajrul, Unirna, and also me get the new information due to your experience during you were in UK and KSA, right, Arman? Well, everyone, our times goes by quickly, so we come to the end of our weekly meeting tonight. So once again, I really say thank you to Arman for your presentation, and thank you also to Mr. Bobo, Fajrul, and Unirna for your come, and hope that we'll see you next week. Will be Unirna presentation. We'll give a new and good topic to be discussed, inshallah, next week. Well, everyone, thank for your time, and let's say hamdallah. Alhamdulillah. See you and bye-bye. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you very
Arman,
much,
Mr.
Mr.
Bobo,
Helmi.
Fajrul, and Unirna.